Hello and welcome back to Starfield. We'll be continuing on from where we left off today, and we are looking to try and get a bit more of the storyline done. Taken a bit of a diversion, done a few episodes doing some 3-star ranger stuff, and we've kind of come to the end of the current sort of quest line with that, and it's kind of branched off into several little sub-quests, so we're going to take that little we're going to take that to have a breather and just get ourselves a bit of main story quest to do. Sounds like everyone's heading up then. Them as well? Right, okay, well. We'll not waste any time. One thing as well that I want to do at some point, I know the way that we can kind of level up our piloting quickly, but I want to bank up a couple of skill points before we do that. Because apparently if you start the the UC storyline, you start the United Colonies storyline, and there's no point actually doing that, is there? We can just go straight to here. If we do the UC storyline just a little bit, just like start joining the join them, we can actually get ourselves I think, where is it, the mission? I believe it was in the might have been in the activities. Might not have been. There it is. The Vanguard. I think it's the Vanguard or it's the UC or something, but you can get a mission that allows you to go and get a license of some description. But to get it, just basically get in, to get in on there, you have to pass. So yeah, you have to pass this test to get this license to join, and it involves going in a simulator where you can fight ships repeatedly. But if you don't progress the quest, you can just have free use of the simulator, and it gives you XP for each enemy that you kill in there. So you can essentially go into an infinite grinding spot. The thing is, it's like I'd actually like the idea of there being a simulator in the game that you can just get, like have one on your ship and just go in the simulator and practice. Like, hell, I think there should be a way that sounds Skyrim or something. You should be able to just like hit a target dummy over and over again to improve skills. I mean, it should be very slow and kind of pointless, but you should be able to do it. It's just gonna let me dock yet. There we are. Anyway, but yeah, we can use that apparently and get some easily earned XP. Another thing that's worth noting is at this point in the game, we're supposedly just... Oh, I've pressed undock rather than board. Damn it! God damn it! Right, hang on. Right, let me dock again. There we go. Right. So apparently at this point in the game we are roughly halfway, probably just shy. But yeah, we're around about the halfway point. So yeah, we're getting there. God, what they all want. Checking on. Okay.
Setting up some software. Want to test the computer over there? Help Vladimir.
Boop.
Hold up this system the first time.
Lend a hand? Grab a couple of wrenches and let's tighten this equipment down.
You pick up the wrenches.
See who else needs.
I mean, I didn't. They're still there. You think it'd just let you pick up the wrenches? Wouldn't you, but...
Hey, you mind helping me weld up some of these panels?
It's not even animated. Why have they even bothered with this? So look, and you go around, you help everyone in the ship, and like what? Like
I didn't do it.
you think it'd at least play an animation? But Christ, that
Gave
is
up my room in the lodge
low
so Andreja
budget.
had a place to call her own. Everyone needs space to let their thoughts run solo. You color the wrong wires. Station showing red.
Some kind of problem with repairs. Someone I made.
Nastier than I measured. Figured a few of the parts might be iffy, but this is going to take more than a span.
I won't leave you hanging, Vladimir. Cora and I can stay with you until the eye is back to 100%.
No need for the martyr's clothes, but I'm happy to have the help. As for you, while we're giving the eye the swords, need to tip your ear on another matter when you got the time. Don't want to worry anyone, but we got more competition. Not Starborn, rival collector. Captain Petrov owns a salvager vessel called the Scow. Runs it like a palace of novelties. And he's got a new prize in his collection.
Let's see. Guess we want to do it
Reached
over
out through
easily.
my hand-to-hands to see if we can do an honest swap. He says the rock ain't for sale for any price. Think we're gonna need a crowbar and bag for this one.
Okay.
He's got a reputation for seeing the gold in things, but he's no lab coat. Thinking he knows it's unique, but not why. All the more reason to clutch tightly. Left the life of a jack-of-bones behind myself. I know what I'm asking. But I see a clutch prize not up for the prying any other way. Not sending you lone hook on the job. I want Sarah with you on this one. You two will be foot to foot the whole way, so make sure you're ready.
Okay. We'll head out
Catch
now.
a smile out there.
Yes, do not worry, comrade. Us genuine Russians need to stick together. Dah. I will not fail. Right. Oh, here she comes. Let's roll.
Captain on deck.
Oh, we've got to talk with Sarah first. Sarah, where are you? Oh, there you are. You teleported ahead.
I'm listening. Thanks for taking time to chat. I really...
Oh dear,
I
she's
received
not.
a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about.
If it's emergency, we can head there right away. Is it Barrett and a dirty
No,
joke?
no. I wish it was that simple. It's not from Barrett specifically. It's a line list of questions they need answered. Only I'm not there to answer them.
We literally just left. Okay.
Something like that.
Right, you
It's
feel like
difficult
going
to
on your
explain.
responsibilities. Yeah,
Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department.
Government cuts take a toll on everyone. Must have been painful, considering that was your department.
Yeah,
Let's go with
I
that.
suppose painful is an appropriate way to put it. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders.
You'll clarify some possible
Yeah.
odds.
You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shattered division and a bunch of excuses.
No matter how hard you fight, there's some battles count.
That's just it, though. They left me to my own devices, and yet I somehow screwed everything up.
Okay, let's see. We're taking a sign of things
Yes,
to come.
maybe. Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced.
Maybe you should just resign and explore.
Oh, you have no idea how tempting that sounds. But then dumping everything I've worked so hard to achieve, it's like I've wasted another decade of my life. I can't do that. So frustrating.
I'll figure this out.
God, I'm so sorry. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn.
Right. God, are all these just like, oh, I'm here as well, you know? None of them are like, oh yeah, well, that's
You
fair
think
enough.
I'd realize by now that I can always depend on you to lighten the mood. Wow, that was a hell of a ride, wasn't it? But thank you for being there and listening.
Right. Thing is, it's just weird when they're saying this when you've literally just left the station. It's like, we're right here, you know? I mean, if you want to go back, you can. I can just bring someone else along. You know, I've got the... I've got the adoring fan. Right. Right. Ooh. Just pause to make sounds right. Let's get... Where would we go? No sudden moves. Did I level up as well in all that? Yeah, we just went there, touched a few bits and bobs around the station, we leveled up. Huh. Right, let's get this jumped to. It's fairly close, actually. Okay. I will say though, what she was saying, it reminds me of, what's it? When I was a bit younger, I used to listen to my mum always talk about, you know, she was, I think, numerous times she was offered like promotions at work, and she was a teacher, and so the promotion would have been to like deputy and to head, and she was the most senior member at the school eventually. You know, she was the one that was still there because she just went there when she was younger and didn't leave basically, and eventually obviously became the most senior teacher there. Optional disable the engines, talk your way in, board the scout. Oh, so it's just a ship. Right, okay, so it's probably that ship. Right. Anyway, so she becomes the most senior member there, and honestly, when she's there, and she's like, well, they're going, oh, well, do you want the head? Do you want to be head? And I remember she was even complaining about, you know, eventually they did put someone else in as head, who are this incredibly young teacher. Way younger than her.
Our captain is not taking visitors.
And let's see if we can Persuade him.
No one uninvited boards the scow.
3 turns, got to get 4. Oh, this is easy. We can do a +2.
No, I can't.
+2.
Captain does. I'd like to help you. I really.
Right.
I'll clear you to do it. Keep yourself out of trouble, or we'll have every hired gun in the cargo bay after you.
Okay. So yeah, Shen's up. So Shen's up working. They've got this much younger teacher, and they end up actually going in there. Basically, they just as they get there, the school loses a few Ofsted marks and goes down to being like reasonable. And then she gets there because obviously they've been going without leadership in the meantime. She gets in. Moves a lot of things around, that doesn't really, but overall not really doing much because the teachers just, as soon as they're all getting a bit organised and there's a bit of stability, eventually, Ofsted score goes back up on next inspection. And she gets blamed for it all, told, oh yeah, you're amazing, and basically abandons the school straight away. Because anyway, it's a whole thing, and basically I'm just saying, she would have probably done a better job.
Head to my crew position.
They'd have probably not dipped in their reputation in the first place. But the reason she ended up never taking the headship. By the way, is this new frontier? All these doors just painted on? What? Hello? Game? What?
I have things for you.
Anyway, so she never took the headship votes because if you're not aware of how promotions work with teachers, is you get promoted and you get taken out of here we go. You get taken out of the classroom. If you get promoted as a teacher, the furthest you can really go while still being a teacher is you can become a department head. And that's basically as far as
We'll
it
let
goes.
you on board. But Petrov
It's
was
like
done
equivalent to a
hiring
line
skills.
manager.
Or maybe you're after something from the captain's collection.
I'm a specialist in procurement, here to offer my services.
Yeah? What kind of salvage work you do? Ship? Ground battlefield? Or do you just skulk the back alleys picking through trash?
Pumped heliums out of derelicts from all over space. Stripped down a few abandoned outposts in my day. No sharing picking through the garbage. 3 is 3. We've definitely destroyed and taken over a few outposts.
Sounds about right. A lot of spare parts out there. If you don't think too hard about the last guy who had them.
That's the law of salvage, and what separates a scavenger from a pirate.
You're all right, scavenger. Go on ahead.
Do you know where he got this special rocket?
Traded for it. Some dusty hauling ore from the fringe. Was glad when he left. It's all shakes and muttering.
Right.
Fine. Just ignore me then.
What? What, did he want me to ask him about his day? Anyway, yeah. But yeah, if you didn't know, in teaching, it's often as well why I end up with a lot of mediocre teachers, because the good ones get promoted up into management positions where they're just behind desks.
Temperature levels are bottoming out.
It's kind of like a really weird backwards system. Oh, I see. It's like opening a museum or something. And he wants to have his own artifact. Okay, weird. But anyway, yeah. It's weird in teaching. They get a lot of them end up, like I said, the good ones get promoted out of the job. And then they replace them with loads of fresh young teachers with little experience, and it's yeah, it's a very odd way of doing things. The end result though is the people in the managerial positions have oftentimes, you know, they'll be the best teacher at school and they'll not teach, and so she never took the promotions because she didn't like doing the desk work and preferred the actual teaching part. And it would have meant long hours and lots of dealing with angry parents all the time, because that's basically all they do. So, yeah.
I wasn't aware we had the visitors. Wadik, you didn't tell me we had visitors.
We have visitors.
Excellent. Now that you've gone to all this trouble to get here, you should make yourself at home. Relax. Kick up your feet on the tables. I don't care they have scorch marks on them anyway.
Right, I'm here about the artifacts again. Should we tell him straight up what we're after?
The
Maybe so.
artifact? I have never seen anything like it. Intricate pattern details, a metal that feels soft to the touch, yet bears not one hint of wear or tear. Ah, you are out of luck, my new friend. I cannot part with it. I know, it's a fickle man who falls in love so easily, but what can I say? Mi amore.
Right. Maybe we can persuade him.
I do love showing off. But my security team will have a heart attack. It would be against all those protocols that I admittedly told them to make.
Okay. Ooh, we've got this one because scavenging. How about some professional courtesy?
I suppose
Nice.
it would be quite unfriendly to turn down a comrade in arms.
10 plus 2.
Oh,
Hey.
you do have a point. Very well. What's a
Our
quick
speech
look
is
going
coming
to
along.
hurt, huh? I know. People look at me and say, Petrov, your whole ship is a testament of splendor. Why do you need a special vault?
You know,
Well, all I can say
if
is
it
that
were up
even
to
the
me,
greatest
we wouldn't
collection
let people
needs
on the
its own
ship
private
without
viewing
person.
area. Plus, between you and me, there are thieves everywhere. So I spared no expense. Every door between me and my treasures is paid. But that is the price of security, huh? Que sera? Just a bit
I
fun.
was hoping to persuade him though
This ship
to
and
give
I
it
have
to me,
been through some
and
adventures,
he's
I'll
instead
tell
just
you.
letting me look at it.
I once collected
Which,
salvage
I'll be honest,
from a
if I
demo
said those
of
things
celestial
outside of
class.
context, they would sound
While
very
it was
bad. But
exploding,
anyway,
the crew was scraping scorch marks and bits of metal
all that
from the
said,
hull for weeks.
yeah, at least we're gonna get to
Of course, there was the time I
look, but you know, we'll know where it is at
accidentally
least.
into a
Question is, how do we
UC
get
vessel
it?
after a particularly uproarious celebration of my latest acquisitions of fine art.
Lots of them around, aren't there?
We were wet.
What's with all the paint on them?
Two thrusters, and were able to
Like, they've all got weird face paint on.
push them back into the
They're all part of a
Star
cult or
for
something.
repairs.
Right. Emergency cuttable wall. Ooh. There's one viewing thing then for it. a
Now,
rare
the
shot.
moment itself. Ah, beautiful, isn't it?
Yep, that's the thing we
The
want.
man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him. That holding it for the first time was like drowning in your own soul. Alas, I've held it several times, and my soul is still breathing, devoid of any such enlightenment.
Okay. They have a power you don't deserve. Did you say pulled it out of bedrock?
Why, yes, he did.
Right. Perfect naming a price. They have power you don't deserve.
Oh, no. No, no, no. I can't. This one is mine. It's only fair to warn you. Hands off. I would hate to sour our new friendship by becoming the victim of piracy.
We're not taking anything, unless you make things unreasonable for us.
I'm afraid not. I'm easy in all things, except my collection.
$5 if I want, but I need that artifact.
Then I suppose it's just a question whether my immeasurable love for my collection and my crew of hired cutthroats is enough to stop you. Go ahead. Make a move for the artifact. Let's see what happens.
You've done an admirable job of trying to keep your cool. But I'm afraid the captain isn't going to listen to reason.
Well, that's going to do it for the episode, I think. I think we know what's happening in the next episode. Ooh. This looks like my old computer. Mine had a proper mouse though. I think I got into the whole computing thing. Oh, and VHS. I got into the whole computing thing just as CRT monitors were beginning to get phased out. So my first few games I played were on floppy disks. So I just got to experience that before it was all done. Anyway, at the very least we got to level up persuasion a little bit. Well, do the challenge a little bit, I mean. But yeah, it looks like we're probably going to be doing this the hard way next time. So it's probably going to be, where are we? We're going to be all shooting him. I think the Grendel will actually probably work here. Got all these different guns. And the one that I'm using more than all else. But I guess, well, there's the shotgun. And if we're here, we might as well case the entire joint. We might even get to steal the ship. Right. But we'll find out next time. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Starfield, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'll see you then.